And all the stoners like throw their hands up and go, whoa! Have existential crises right there, and
Oh man, that's like if you've seen the Bo Burnham skit, just
yeah,
if Jesus can walk on water, can he swim on land?
yeah.
Chuck Norris can.
So can probably most people in any Bethesda game.
I was just,
yeah,
that probably.
And help deck us out in some really cool magical shit.
Perfect. We'll lie low and run a propaganda campaign for the next 5 years.
I agree. We'll start an underground resistance.
I'll write a book.
And yes, we'll make pamphlets.
Mein Kampf.
Exactly. We'll just give everybody a copy of the Jungle, and they'll see.
I'm gonna go through my Discord and change all of your guys' nickname to Korg.
I was gonna say you should change all of our names to Comrade Korg.
Comrade Korg. There you go, Comrade Korg.
You know, it's funny because I was reading that Mein Kampf was or not Mein Kampf. The Jungle was one of the books that was famously misinterpreted from.
Yeah. Mein Korg.
What was its original? What was its intent?
So basically, people took objection with that, and didn't really care too much about the, socialism thing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Upton Sinclair was kind of disappointed.
Well,
Moral of the story is don't die. Otherwise you get eaten by rats.
Okay.
And also have some sort of FDA, otherwise you might eat rats unintentionally.
Rats contain meat.
They do. That is
meat is used to feed people.
I know where this is going. This is not a conspiracy theory. It has nothing to do with the Illuminati.
I wasn't going to say it was.
I know, but that's the more popular roundabout conspiracy theory thing.
I wasn't going to say it was the Illuminati. I had just guessed that we had all assumed it's the Illuminati.
Yes.
I mean, whenever people start talking about meat and feeding people, I just start thinking modest proposals. But
I think it's Soylent Green.
Oh, yeah.
It's people.
It is people. Conversation is happening within the context of the game.
Yeah,
and
you guys keep...
We just stop what we're doing and argue.
You guys keep talking about this stuff, and he's just looking between all of you going, you guys keep talking about, Illuminatis and sign code de males, and I don't understand what's happening.
Die, bitch! As I draw my weapon and cut him in half.
You see some... No. You hear some people say it's Illuminati, but it's actually an Illuminati. It's a sex cult.
Yeah, it's the fetish of this world.
Yeah, no. If you don't know who the Illuminati is, you will find out at some point soon.
Oh.
Everyone's Illuminati.
That's... Look, it's occurring to me that you all... Not that I hadn't thought of it myself, but that you all might be insane.
Die, bitch! Cut him in half.
Aww.
Do you actually want to do that?
He's in my path. I must cut him down.
Aww.
Well, I mean, he isn't going to resist you.
Good.
Just
don't.
Resisted.
So I mean, roll to attack.
Either take your
I want something from him.
Okay.
His head.
You're going to lop this guy's head off.
I already swung at the neck, so I just want the rest of it.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you decapitated him when you swung.
And then I just catch it before it hits the ground. He insulted my intelligence.
Well...
I mean...
I may not have a lot of it, but what I have, I respect.
Okay, he did help me kind of come up with a plan. What if we just get captured, and I use this ability called Divine Intervention to have my god and or DM let me out of jail, and then I free everybody, and then we just sneak around inside the castle.
We would have no weapons.
We can get them back.
I prefer to get them by holding on to them.
You've got an unarmed strike.
It isn't nearly as powerful as it should be. I can't blow heads off with it.
Not with that attitude.
Yours does double the damage mine does.
It's like saying this bullet hits harder than this one.
That's a thing that bullets do.
Not any harder than another one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, guess who is not spec'd for that kind of physical combat?
You could stare at them. They wouldn't expect it.
I mean, it's true.
They're like, what are you looking at? And then one of us runs up and snaps his neck.
As rolling a percentile dice based off of my cleric level, what would I have to roll for this to work?
Divine intervention is not reliable. Honestly, it's more of a shot in the dark.
Yeah, well, what have we got at this point?
Shot in the light.
Okay, so let me explain. By percentile dice, it means a 1 in 100. It has to be 11 or lower.
Oh, I can do it.
So slightly better than 1 in 10.
Yeah. If you want to roll those odds. I mean, I ain't stopping you guys from doing anything.
Okay, here's a question.
Okay.
The Magic College, is it a thing where everything within the barrier of the doors gets the spells taken off it? And is it like magic doesn't work in there? Or is it just enchantments that are currently going or taken off while in that space?
The way that he worded it is that any spell that passes through that entryway is removed.
So if
How about we create our own entryway?
Well, I was going to say, if we get inside not going through there, will the spells still be maintained?
You could still store it in your ring.
It's not clear.
Store it in your ring, it'll be there.
Well, I was going to say, I have Dimension Doors, so I can teleport up to 500 feet.
Why use a human at all?
Use
her owl bird.
It does have windows.
If her owl doesn't come back at all, you know that it kills magic.
I think her familiar actually counts as an entity, not necessarily a magic imbued thing.
Let me see here. See if I can pull it up. Find familiar.
To get back to one of the questions at hand, I don't think there's going to be any way that people who have put those kinds of protective spells on their doors aren't protected against teleporting.
Yeah.
They're not protected against having new doors just made in the side of the wall.
Well, I mean, nobody really is.
There's a better idea. We dig underneath it.
I mean, honestly, though, like, that is an option that I was considering. The city has a sewage system. We could maybe see about getting into the castle through that way. And I'm pretty okay with that, too, just because I don't know that that is necessarily the first place Alexander is going to think that we're going to go.
If we can find our game's version of the Flaming Rage and Greatsword of Doom.
Yes! Flaming, poisoning, Greatsword of Doom!
Oh boy.
I know you're the only one who's going to understand that, but...
I know, but it's wonderful and I love it and thank you.
You've told me about this. I do understand the reference.
Yes! One of us! One of us!
Plus, haven't I seen an animated regarding that? I believe there's an animated.
Probably.
There's pretty much an animated of the whole thing at this point.
Because don't they trade basically a bauble for it, but it's a magic bauble?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, he does. I think it's their... Isn't it Taco that ends up buying it? Because they're a magic caster who has no use for it at all. But he's loaded, so he just buys it.
Wait, I think I know the thing you're talking about.
It's the Adventure Zone.
Yeah, I read something about this.
I love it. It's a wonderful show.
End up just like staring down the alleyway for a bit and kind of going, I bet you there's a sewer entrance around here somewhere.
You're
That's right.
absolutely right.
I start turning over random pebbles, see if there's a sewer entrance under them.
Well, they're not going to put their shit under there.
Technically, it is under there. It's just further under there. Votan and Cyrene, you kind of wandered down the alleyway just a little bit and managed to kind of get a little peek out, especially since the streets of the Noble area are starting to thin around here. You guys managed to find a good time to peek out and kind of look around. And Votan, you immediately spot one a short ways off to your right. A grate that kind of leads down into the ground into what you would suspect would be a sewer system. Cyrene, you've been plotting. You can see the prismatic librarium from here, and you're kind of trying to get a feel for it. And gazing down the street and back this way, you're actually suspecting that given the layout, and especially where you guys are in relation to both the prismatic librarium, the castle, and the surrounding noble buildings, that actually there's another grate that you can see further down from the one that Votan's looking at, and on the other side of the street, that you suspect would give you a straight path to drop down and head straight for the prismatic librarium, if you so chose.
I point this option out to the rest of the party.
In the evening, everybody give me a stealth check real quick. Bring it hardcore. Solid snaking it all the way.
Do the turds and everything.
I was gonna say you're like under a box the entire time.
Dun 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 dun.
It's not over yet.
Oh boy.
Would you consider a city made entirely out of rock to be rocky terrain?
I mean,
Fuck you.
in regards to an ability description, or
I get advantage on stealth.
Fuck that nonsense.
I figured he's
Because,
gonna stone shape and turn the whole city into something else.
because what it means when it says that is like mountainsides and stuff.
Cobblestones.
It doesn't specifically says mountainsides. It says
I know, but I know what it means. Okay.
Let him have
So you
this
guys-
one pleasure.
You guys, wow. Are you saying that this is the only thing he can take some pleasure in, trying to get this one thing?
His
Also-
what's
I
his
also
one
wanna point
weapon?
out-
His nenchanted whatever never works. So let him have this.
Spiritual weapon?
Yeah, that. Let him have this.
Anyway, you guys make your way over to the grate, but it's kind of, pretty solidly set in the ground. It wasn't made to open, per se.
Rip it open.
Votan, you reach down and grab hold of the grating and pull, and there's even a moment where you kind of hear the rock go, but it barely budges.
Years of sewage have encrusted this thing.
Can I ask a weapon question?
You might want to wash your hands.
I'll
Is my
use the
explosive-
backside of your cloak.
I was gonna say I don't
The
think Botan
fuck
has
you
lost
will.
his hand in his life.
Does my
Oh, it's-
explosive crossbow make the bolts explosive, or are the bolts themselves explosive?
The air quotes explosive crossbow is actually an enchanted weapon that can make any bolts it fires explode.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like I could probably use acid splash on this.
That could work too.
Well, that would probably be quieter than me exploding it.
Yeah, I mean, like just an idea. I'm gonna toss some acid on it, and let's see. Do I get any? It has to make a dex saving throw.
The door is a sentient thing.
Cyrene, I hate to break it to you. I do want to see the reality where someone tries to use acid splash on a grate and somehow the grate dodges it.
Fucking opens
Be like-
itself real quick and then
All
slams
the
shut.
acid falls in between the cracks.
Exactly.
Touch any
the,
of the
the acid
fucking-
splash like flies out and all the little flecks of it just fall in between the spots of the grate. It's just like, wait, how the fuck?
I'd be like, wait, let me do that again.
The tower is. I'm just gonna follow her.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just heading towards wherever the tower is.
Oh, you're heading straight for the tower? Okay.
That's where
so
we're going. And
turn-
I'm also, just as like a side note, using shape water to make sure I don't get any sewage on me.
Okay, that's pretty easy to do. So you kind of form a sort of bubble with which I believe, with the distance that shape water can be cast, you can actually keep it around your party as well.
Mm-hmm. Should be.
Well, maybe I just wanted to revel in the shit.
You
I can like take it out of your area.
damn gnomes.
I grab him and put him on my shoulders.
Yes.
All according to Keikaku.
He doesn't even have to protest. I just grabbed him by the scruff of his cloak and just yanked him up there.
Can I do an Arcana check?
You can.
I think I will. +8. Because I do magic shit. I don't do magic shit super well right now, though. I mean,
I'll chuck you at the explosion first.
don't give me any ideas, because like, oh, we could just fucking blow up the entire city.
We might be looking like Nunu and Willump right now, but I'm going to kill
We're
you
all
first.
set on making this whole, right? Like,
I don't have anything to dispel magic, so
I mean,
Just go right through it.
yeah, I was gonna say I can just acid.
Tear me up through it, and then when they come in rushing through the door to say, what the hell's going on here, I'm like, sorry, I got some bad food earlier. It's not pretty.
Here, let me put this in context. The chatting that you guys heard earlier is still very distant, but you guys definitely have not been moving towards it.
Okay, so we're moving away from it.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's cool.
Votan, you take 22 points of psychic damage for that corny fucking joke. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't take it. Wasn't the only one that joked about this. Said something about washing down the drain. Take it to her, too.
You took psychic damage for that joke in particular.
I don't know if any of you have played Sekiro or watched anything from it.
A bit.
There's a monkey boss that'll throw shit at you, and after it throws shit at you, it'll stick a finger up its butt and then smell the finger.
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
Sounds like a quality made game.